Greetings everybody, John Sar here. This is my channel WikiGameGuides, and this is Escape from Tarkov. This is in closed beta right now. It's $45 for the base edition, which gives you access to the closed beta, and there are versions up to $140 that you can actually pre-order with this game right now. And I've really enjoyed my time with this so far, and from what I've seen so far, this game has a foundation to be one of the most addicting PC shooters I have ever played. And the simplest comparison I can make is that this is a cross between Stalker and PUBG. Not to mention, this is the best, one of the best looking shooters I've ever seen. I'm running on max settings right now, ultra settings. I'm using a GTX 1080, and it stays above 60 frames a second, like 90% of the time, 95% of the time. It also has some of the, it's an incredibly hardcore game. The devs, Battlestate Games, who are out of Russia, describe Escape from Tarkov, EFT, as a hardcore, realistic, online first-person action RPG simulator with MMO features. And now it's a fucking mouthful and a half, but it's incredibly fun. The level of customization, especially gun customization, is unlike anything I've ever seen in any game before. And here's a teaser of what it's going to look like. And I'll get more in depth into gun customization later on and all the other kind of MMO style features in the game later on in the video. But for now, I am going to run through this raid right here. I'm playing in offline mode, so it's a very low risk, low reward, kind of easy mode. But that doesn't mean that it's easy by any stretch. I will consider myself lucky if I make it through without dying. I'm expecting this raid to last about 15 to 20 minutes and get 4 to 6 kills along the way. So as a rule of thumb, I'm playing on the customs map, and as soon as you cross those train tracks, you better be ready to get in some fights. So now I'm crossing the main bridge to go over to the main section of the map. You die incredibly fast in this game, so never take any enemy for granted. Even if they have a pistol and you have an amazing set of guns and full body armor and everything, there's a good chance that they can kill you in one shot. So the goal in any level in Escape from Tarkov is to find loot and escape alive. That's it. When they say hardcore, they really do mean hardcore. I'm gonna pause for a second and pull up my map. So there is no that. Oh God, I just heard somebody. Oh shit, there he is. Oh my God. How did I walk past that guy? Sound is incredibly important in this game. I'm so freaking lucky to have killed that guy. What's going on here? So let's crouch over here, see if I got hurt at all. So they hurt my left arm just a little bit, so I'm going to heal that with, let's see, this health pack here. So this guy had a shotgun and he was shooting me from a pretty decent range, so I guess I'm not surprised that he didn't do much damage. So the goal in any... Well, what I was trying to say before this guy rudely interrupted me is the goal in any match is to go into an area, find loot, and escape alive. So I have incredibly good loot right now because they sent me a press kit, a press code. So I have like some of the best weapons in the game, basically. But most people will be starting with next to nothing. So like finding a shotgun like this, it's pretty good. All the shotgun ammo, the Scav vest you would want to take. When you kill somebody, it has even more risk to it than looting in PUBG when you kill someone that's out in the open, because you have to go over their body and then hit search to slowly search through their duffel bag or their pockets or their tactical rig to find what items they had on them. Oh, this guy had a health pack. That's very nice. Ooh, and bandages. This guy's dead. I'm gonna get some cover here for a second and kind of go over the ammo system in this game because... Whoa! Oh God. Oh my God, I'm so lucky to have killed that guy too. It's very nice that they announce themselves before I shoot them, right? Holy crap. Okay, let's search this guy's vest. And pockets. And I'll go over the inventory once I'm done looting this guy as well, how this system kind of works. So, let's see, cigarettes and tushnuka. I don't even know what that is. All right, so let's get behind cover. I'm just gonna go prone. So you'll notice that on this overlay, or like when you're just walking around, that there is almost no HUD. When you go from crouch or from prone to crouched, it'll kind of show you on the left how tall you are. You can also do very minor adjustments if you want to. If you hold the crouch button and then up and down on the mouse wheel, you can like do super minor adjustments to how much you're crouching and walking. You can also, if you scroll mouse wheel back, you can adjust how fast you walk just by default. So there's no like ammo counter. What you're supposed to do is do Alt-T, and then he pulls the magazine out, and it says about half. You can look at again in the bottom right. It says about half of the magazine is there. Not like, okay, there's 13 bullets or whatever. Odd thing though is in this menu here in the inventory, it tells you exactly 14 of 30. So I kind of hope that they get rid of that. So you have to use the ammo check anyway. And when you hit reload, it swaps it out with another magazine that is in your inventory. So this magazine right here is 14 of 13. Any magazines that are in your backpack will not automatically be reloaded and not easily accessible. It's freaking crazy. If you want to quickly reload a gun, it has to be on your tactical rig or in your pockets. So right now I got 30 of 30. So R doesn't necessarily mean reload. It means swap magazines. So right now I went back to 14 of 30 bullets in there. What you can do, like let's say you're like scrounging for bullets and you got next to nothing left, you can hit unload. You can right click, unload ammo, and now you have just the bullets and a magazine with no bullets. So every single piece of items in this game, every item is worth something. You can sell all these different things to different merchants in the, the hub world, I guess you can call it. So with the health, I only took a little bit of damage on that first guy that shot me, but they can do things like fracture a leg if they shoot you in the leg, and reduce your movement speed, or just cause you to bleed out if you don't have enough, if you don't have the correct healing stuff. Unfortunately, there is no like vaulting or anything like that yet, so you'd have to kind of get lucky and jump on top of stuff. It's not particularly well done yet, so I'm hoping, kind of like PUBG, that like this game is missing a lot of major features. I'm enjoying the hell out of it, and I see like the foundation that they have here as something that can be incredibly compelling for a very long time. So let's loot this little store right here. I don't see anybody else right now. This door I know opens out. The maps are not randomized, so the more you know a map. Oops, do I not have a tactical flashlight? I thought I did. Oh, I do on this one. Okay, here we go. So the loot locations are the same every single time. So things like cash registers will frequently have rubles in them. But because I'm playing in an offline mode, it doesn't really matter. You can do things like breach these doors, which makes a lot of noise, so it brings a lot of attention to you if there are enemies nearby. I'll turn that flashlight off and go back to my SMG. So back to the hardcoreness of this game. When you die in the online mode, you lose everything that is on your character. So everything that I have, these great guns, everything in the backpack, everything in my tactical rig, the body armor, everything I've found on this match is gone. The only thing that you keep with you is the stuff that's in this very tiny gamma container, this permanently insured and secured, I guess, pouch that you just keep with you at all times. So very, very good weapons and stuff like that won't fit in there. So things like, let's say, like this assault rifle, they're too big to even fit in that pouch. So you can't just like, if you fully kit out an amazing weapon and you want to hold on to it forever, there's no way for you to permanently insure it you can buy insurance on your weapons with the in-game currency before you go into a match. And that doesn't even guarantee that you will get your stuff back. If you get killed by another human in a match, and that other human then steals your items, you don't get it back. Oh, like the character that you buy the insurance from, oh, there we go. Okay. I'm gonna switch to my silenced gun. Oh shit, he saw me. Oh my god. He's shooting me like through the freaking thing. So the AI is kind of cheaters. What the f? Oh, he's behind there. I'm gonna die. I think I hit him in the head. But I'm like massively damaged right now. Holy shit. Alright, health. Oh my god. I'm losing blood in my chest. Oh, so you can see in the bottom right that I just got a bunch of experience for healing myself. There are a million different skills that you can level up in this game. And every time you level these things up, you become more efficient at healing yourself in these various different categories. So I got very lucky there that I did not lose a limb or lose my chest, I guess. And because if it goes down to 0, you cannot heal it. And it stays at 0, and your character is permanently, well, not permanently, but permanently for the rest of the match, immobilized, or not immobilized, but moves significantly slower for the rest of the match. It's no joke. Let's see, what else? Oh, so what was I saying before I got shot at? It can be very tough to do commentary on this kind of stuff and play at the exact same time, but I'm scrolling through my notes trying to make sure I cover everything. Oh, so losing stuff. So right now I'm playing in an offline mode, meaning that every single person that I've killed so far has been an AI-controlled bot. Normally when you're playing online mode, these other characters can be, I guess, inhabited or played by other humans. So there's a secondary mode where you can go in as a scav, and these are scavengers. So the story in this is, it's basically, it's not post-apocalyptic, but it's like a lawless world where there's 2 major factions and kind of a third faction of kind of random people wandering around that, oh, did I just hear somebody? Like a third faction of people wandering around, the guys that I've been killing so far, just looking for loot, trying to find ways to survive, and just will shoot you on sight. You can play as those scavengers, but when you spawn in as a scavenger, I hear people talking. You normally start with very, very crappy weapons, very little armor, very minimal anything. But the equipment that you carry out of the game as a scavenger will actually stay with you and transfer it to your main character. So right now, normally you don't want more than 1 gun, even, because I'm just carrying so much stuff on me. But I wanted to show off all the different kinds of guns in this game, and especially what the sniper rifle looks, because I've never seen a game that does the peripheral like this. Look, you're looking down the scope, it's incredibly zoomed in, but to the left and the right of the scope, it's full view. It's very kind of odd, because normally if you're in real life looking down the scope of a rifle, especially a magnified scope, oh, there's the guy. Oh god, I think he fucking saw me at the same time I did. Oops, I'm kind of like in an odd prone position here. I can't, fuck. Let's try to get behind cover. Where did he go? Shit. So as you can see, like, one enemy, the AI is half good, half completely retarded. So they've been hot fixing the AI for the enemies a lot recently. Is that a guy? Man, it's hard to tell sometimes. Oh, there he is. I think that killed him. Yep. Sniper rifles are incredibly powerful at long range and absolute garbage at close range. So, you know, unlike, I don't know, a lot of shooters, Call of Duty kind of style games, where you can really run and gun and just no-scope people, it would be incredibly hard to do that kind of stuff in this game. The scopes are so sensitive and so zoomed in that it would be damn near impossible to use a gun like that at close range. So let's see, anybody else here before I loot? Hopefully not. All right, let's search this guy. Oh god, I keep getting distracted by other enemies as I try to explain how hardcore this game is. So when you die, you lose everything you have on your character unless you spend the in-game currency to insure it. Blah, blah, blah. I've said that already. So a huge part of the game is that there is minimal guidance and no interactive map. So right now, it kind of looks like I know where I'm going, because I do. I've played this map over and over again. The loot spawns are the same. The enemies spawn in similar areas over and over again. Dorm guard key. Interesting. So I'm not going to actually be able to keep this, but there are dorms kind of to the north of where I am right now. They also have a whole bunch of different like systems, like kind of just placeholders in this game that really don't seem to do much right now. They have this toxicity 0 of 100 score, radiation 0 of 100. Neither of those are implemented yet. You can become dehydrated in the game or lose too much energy. So you have to do things like eating MREs throughout the mission to, let's just use them all, to keep your character from going crazy or, you know, hands wobbling too much when you're aiming down the scopes. If you become dehydrated, then you aren't as efficient as like when you're aiming, especially with sniper rifles and stuff like that, when it's so magnified. There's no map. There's no interactive map, I should say, no dynamically updating map in the game. There are only 2 maps so far for all the worlds, and this is the map of the level that I'm on right now. And you'll boot up the game and have no idea where any of these things are. After playing through quite a few times, you'll realize that you actually spawn in this lower left area here, kind of make your way north and cross that bridge. You guys remember me crossing that bridge earlier. And now I am right here. I'm in this kind of car park, but there's no compass in the game either, which I find really shitty. Like, I would love for there to be a compass in the game. That would make life in navigating these unknown maps much, much simpler. So when you are playing the online mode, there will be multiple people spawning into your game in your faction, and there are team-based mode, or not team-based modes. You can party up with other people, so you are sure to join the same server. But if other people who are not scavs join your match, so people that are either in the bear faction, which is what I chose, or I'm gonna look up the name of the other faction. USEC, that's the name of the other faction. They, and again, there's the factions don't mean anything yet. Eventually, one of the many things that they'll add that will mean something. All right, so I kind of expect some enemies to be in this gas station area. So I'm gonna sit here for a second. Oh, they're right on cue. I see someone moving. Where did he go? Oh, there he is. I think he sees me. God, so this is holding my breath. I think that killed him. Nice, wonderful. I'm still gonna chill for a minute and see if I see anybody else moving. This will actually give me an opportunity to talk a little bit more about how the multiplayer works in this game. So anyway, when you spawn into a match, you will be with, between 4 and 8 or so other people joining randomly at the same time, faction members. You can team with them, but there's friendly fire on, and they don't have to be friendly. You can work with them all the way to the escape and then shoot them in the back of the head and steal all their stuff right as you escape the game. And it's incredibly difficult to communicate with people because there is no in-game chat, there is no in-game text. So what a lot of people have ended up doing, especially on the scav side, is there is leaning in this game. So a common white flag, I guess, way to communicate with other people is you do the QE wiggle, and you'll see the other player's heads kind of wiggling left and right, and that's just kind of evolved over time as the way to let other people know that you're not going to shoot them. And it's scary as shit because sometimes you'll have some really good weapons, you'll do the QE wiggle, and then they'll shoot you in the face, or you could do the same to them, or you know, any one of a million different ways of handling that. Like it's completely like nobody's trustworthy, and apparently they will eventually be adding a karma system. So if you betray other people that are also scavs, or you betray other people that are within your same faction, then okay, I kind of expect maybe some people to be in this yard here. So I just used a key that kind of gave me a major shortcut. I found the key during another match, and they stay with you over like between different matches. So these military crates that I just kind of came on right here, like this green crate, these typically have the best loot. This one didn't have great stuff. Come on, search please. So this is X400, it's a tactical flashlight. That's actually pretty good. I'm gonna keep that, but you can see the other two magazines actually has 0 of 8 ammo, and there's 10 bullets there. So what I'll do is just put 8 of those 10 bullets in there and just take that. You know, if this were not an offline mode, it would be worth picking up every single item you can, but because it's offline, it doesn't really matter too much. Because I'm gonna get significantly reduced experience for completing this mission, which hopefully... Ooh, is that a guy there? No, that's just a stanchion, like part of the railroad tracks. Okay, so I'm getting kind of close to the end. I know where I'm going. Again, that map, you just end up... Like, these maps, you just have to kind of memorize. The more time you spend playing this game, the better you'll know where the exits are, the better you'll know where typical enemy spawns are, where the good loot is. It's very much like PUBG in that way. Like when you first start playing PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, it's like you don't know where anything is, you're just running around like a chicken with your head cut off, and then eventually you learn, okay, these are the military base is a good place to find loot, or the school is a good place to find a lot of action, those kinds of things. So I am going to... So I do not have a key to get in here. Otherwise, I would be able to. I mean, I have no idea how to find the key, assuming there is a key somewhere. So over on the other side of this train track is going to be a gas station, and I'm expecting at least 2 to 3 enemies to be here. And then once I kill them, I will be home free. There's also a second exit down that way, but I want to get a little bit more action in. Oh, there we go. I just saw those 2 guys. Center mass. Killed that guy. Where's the other one? Oh, there he is. Oh, 2 more. Let's lean. Oh, God. Oh, there he is. Wow, they're just charging forward. So the AI is not particularly smart, but they're very underpowered compared to what I have right now, so I hope I can kill them. Jeez. So that did not hit me. It just kind of like... Oh my God, they're throwing grenades. I think I hit that guy in the head. Now I know there's one more guy around here somewhere. Oh, there he is. Sitting behind the gas station. That killed him. Alright, so I think that will be everybody. I'm going to loot these guys because you do get experience. Like, I'll go into more of the different stats and that kind of stuff later on. But, like, I hear someone else talking very faintly. What on earth? So I think some of these characters talk after they die. I'm not completely sure. I think this guy was talking with his body and his head in the concrete for a minute after he was dead. Let's see, I'm gonna loot these guys in the order that I killed them, or you know, so I don't miss any along the way. So let's see. And I'm just going to search for a little bit of extra experience boost. Bolts and non-usable items you can take to merchants who then can craft specific guns for you with things like bolts. You can also sell kind of non-usable items like that to different merchants just for cash, for more liquid cash. There's a couple different currencies in the game as well. There's rubles, which is the most common currency. There's also, I believe, euros and US dollars, and some merchants only take one of those. So it's like there's going to be there could be an enormous amount of depth to all the different systems they have in this game, which is just freaking crazy. Oh, here we go. Key is this. Key. It just says key. Interesting. Well, I don't think I'm gonna actually be able to keep that, but I'll just take it anyway. Keys and maps seem to be very helpful, very rare items. Let's search the rest of this guy. Yeah, like normally I would be taking all their guns, bayonets. Even if I wasn't planning on using them, I would just take them to sell them. Let's search this guy. Oh, you can also notice I'm over the 41, or I'm at 41.1 of 40 kilograms of weight. So, ooh, this guy had a grenade. Take that. Oh, you got to put it in your pocket and then on the hotbar. Oh, and they have, I haven't seen many this match, but this is a slippers bar. And when you look at it close up, it is actually looks just like a Snickers bar. There are cans of WD-40 right on cue. This one, they don't even pretend it is a can of WD-40. There's a lot of trademark infringement in this game. Very much like, and there's like cans of Red Bull. Ooh, what is this? Yotota. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's another Yotota car folding key? Oh, interesting. All right. I don't know if there's any vehicles you can actually use in this game, but I'm very close to the end. I'll be able to show off the rest of the system. So, what I could, you know what, I'm going to use the night vision. Just kind of show that off a little bit. I don't expect anybody to be here in the last door or two. And here we go. I made it to the exit. So you just sit here for a couple seconds and then it will extract me and we'll see all the experience and good stuff that I got after, I can't believe I successfully completed that mission, man. Like, a couple of those guys caught me completely off guard. I got very lucky to live through all of that. So yeah, look at that. Okay, survived. Took 28 minutes. That was longer than I expected. 5,000 experience. That's going to get cut down quite a bit. Oh, no, it's not. It's going to get amplified because I survived. So it's 3,600 times 1.5. If you die, it cuts your experience in half. So in a weird way, surviving a mission triples your experience versus the base, which is just dying mid-mission. My overall level, I'm at 5 right now. I got a ton of experience for that mission. That was awesome. Okay, so this is the main menu. I'm going to go to my character. This is all the loot I have, and most people will have a much, much smaller stash when you start and next to no items. But this is what a press kit looks like, I guess. And I want to really stress that because I believe you only have about half of this first page of inventory space right now, and there's no way to upgrade it yet. They said that eventually there will be ways to upgrade your inventory, but things like inventory management, very primitive right now. I really hope they have some sort of auto inventory management. Like there's no way, like if you hit, okay, I want to look at just the ammo that I have, it just highlights it and you still have to scroll through all of it. There's no like auto sorting or anything like that. Let's look at my character again and the different skills. So there are a boatload of different skills to upgrade, and they all have different passive abilities for your character. So things like endurance, increase my breath holding time by 10% because I'm at level 2, breath recovery time, jump stamina drain, increase overall stamina, and all these things just kind of passively upgrade as you play. Things like metabolism will, decrease dehydration rate. So it just feels like there's a ton, like it really feels like an MMO once I saw this screen here. Also, every weapon has a different mastery as well, and I haven't even come close to getting mastery with any one of these. And I don't know what the qualification is for getting experience. Is it a kill for an extra experience point with mastery, or what? I don't know yet. I haven't quite figured that out yet. Let's see what else. There's a blank note section, a couple different maps we can go through. All the gear, which I kind of talked about. Oh, I wanted to show the weapon customization, because this is some absolutely insane shit. Let's customize, this gun here. Look at how many different fucking upgrade spots are on this M4. Every single slot, there are multiple choices for every different thing. So, like the magazine, there are different kinds of magazines that you can get. You know, the default ones are these 60 round mags. So let's turn off the vital parts and the equipment parts, just so it makes it a little bit easier to see what we're doing. There's multiple different silencers, multiple different barrel attachments. You can put, actually, you know what? Let's do a different gun. Let's mod. Yeah, this one here. So we only have the functional parts. So with that, this machine gun that I was using a lot in that last round, it had that holographic sight. You can add rear and front iron sights that dramatically change how you aim with this in the game. Unfortunately, there's no way to like quick preview what this gun is actually going to look like. Look down the sights without loading into a game. To do things like attach a flashlight, first you have to attach these side rails on it, and then that opens up the ability to add like that extra flashlight on the side, or laser pointers, or things like that. Also, like this is an extra foregrip here, but first you have to attach the this bottom rail. There's different foregrips. Let's turn on all the equipment parts. Different stocks you can choose. You can take off the stock. So like by default, most likely you'll find just like a base machine gun, and then after finding all the different parts, you'll upgrade it dramatically over time. You can even do things like let's turn off the cosmetic stuff. I can't modify this one when it's in my hands. Let's see. Modding. So this, right? You can take these guns down to next to nothing. You can make them completely non-functional and have them with you. You can take, like, I know a little bit about guns, not a lot. Basically what I've learned about guns has come from video games, but like every single piece is upgradable. It's turned to just this, like nothing there. Let's take off the equipment parts and take the magazine, so you can see that's all we have right now. That's the base of the gun. And then we work from there. So we got to attach. We attach the receiver, and then you can change the optics on there. You can do like a 4x scope. Let's do the new buttstock. And I don't even know what the bolt. Different bolts have different characteristics. Oh, here, this, I should have had that on earlier. All these different things affect all these different attributes of the gun as well. So there is an overall ergonomic score for the gun. And that basically tells you how comfortable the gun is in your hand, and that affects how much sway and how much recoil and that kind of stuff as well. So things like, if you put a 60 round mag on a gun versus a 30 round mag, that'll have a big impact on the ergonomics. So let's attach that barrel, I guess. I don't know. And then handguard, and then the barrel. So so this one's got like a foregrip, though, so it's completely different. Like, and then you can add things to mount. There's like, I don't know if this is even accessible yet, but there are ways to attach multiple scopes to a gun, very Call of Duty like, and then switch between them mid-match. And it doesn't seem like swapping out weapon customization stuff mid-match is really functioning yet, but apparently there will be ways with certain tools that you have to find to make dramatic changes to your gun in the middle of a raid. Okay, so I showed a little bit about how all the ammo and the gear and all that kind of stuff works. Okay, so now we're actually going to go into a match as a Scav. So I'm going to do the same map, but basically we're going to be playing as the enemy of the people that I was just killing. Or so like on the opposite side of where I was on the last match. You have to choose what time of day you want to play as. As a Scav, it's freaking miserable to be playing during nighttime. Because you don't have any night vision goggles. Most likely you won't have any sort of flashlight or anything like that either. So I'm going to jump in. When you're playing as a Scav, the other AI Scavs will not react to you unless you shoot them. Other human Scavs may or may not kill you, and that's when the QE wiggle, the lean left, lean right wiggle that I was talking about, will actually come in handy and hopefully indicate to the other person that, okay, hey, I'm friendly, I don't really care. I'm just going to let you be for now. So I think there's 4 maps right now. They're all very different and they're all huge. And there's just so much in this game. It's hard to even, or I mean, it's not that there's so much in this game. It's that I see where this could go into being like one of the most addicting games I have ever played in my life. So I spawned on the exact opposite side of the map from where I was on the last round, but it's still the same map. So now I'm kind of competing with other people trying to find loot. The weapon that you start with is random. I have quite a bit of ammo, but a pretty shitty pistol. Sometimes you'll start with like a little, I forgot the name of the gun. It's like an AKM, I believe. It's like a little submachine gun. Okay, so now actually I'm going to be right where I finished that last mission. You can kill the other Scavs and take their guns as well, but you, like right now, I'm so under-equipped, wouldn't be particularly smart. And you, as a Scav, you can escape at any time and then take any guns that you find with you back to your main character. So, so you might recognize this right here. This is where I had that shootout at the gas station, and there's the old exit right over there. So this pistol that I have, actually, you know what? I might be wrong about this. I don't think you can take the equipment that you're given at the start out of a match, but anything that I find going forward, I will be able to take with me out of the match. So I'm going to go to where I know that the human players are spawning, and hopefully I'll be able to at least get a couple bullets off before I get killed. It's very much like PUBG that way. Sometimes you just get shot and killed instantly and you'll never even know where from. Like there's just no kill cam or anything like that. Oh my god, did I hurt myself? Was I kicked? No, okay. So right now, I do not have the key to go back through this area. Can't kick the door down, which sucks, but what are you gonna do? Skill memory level up to 2? What? I don't even know what that means. So it's kind of odd because in this beta, I'm getting like I'm leveling up different upgrades for weapon or for skills that aren't even available in beta. It's very strange. So I'm hoping to run into something to shoot in a minute or so here. Oh, here we go. Okay, so there is. That's an AI Scav. You can just kind of tell by how he's walking that he's AI. Right? Hopefully. I guess if you wanted to trick people into thinking you were AI, that would be a good way to do it. Just walk in an absolutely straight line. I'm gonna loot this area over here. Hopefully find a gun. I doubt I'll find a gun, to be honest. Sometimes you'll find a dead body. Actually, I don't even know where the loot crates are in this area. Usually by the time I get here, I'm so excited to still be alive. Well, as the other character that I just get the hell out of here and don't loot anymore. Right, so this is a pretty major choke point that I'm at right now. So I'm kind of surprised that nobody's here. But there are people very close. That is for damn sure. So at this point, if it moves, I'm going to shoot it. Come on, get over. I think they're at this gas station. Oh, here we go, that's a person.
Попал в него!
So it's definitely a human here. And I'm dead. I got killed in one shot. So that's kind of how life as a scav works sometimes. So anyway, thanks for checking out this video. I'm really looking forward to what they're going to be continuing to add to Escape from Tarkov. What I really want to see, like my biggest requests are some sort of, like I would love to see a traditional PvP mode or a leaderboard in this game. So right now, I just got killed by another human, but it was kind of inconsequential. I'd love to see a mode where it's like 4-on-4 or 8-on-8, something like that, just as hardcore of rules where, you know, you die very, very quickly. There's one life, but maybe where you have to spend, you know, a couple thousand rubles or something like that to get into the match to actually, you know, like as a bet against the other player, and the winner takes all kind of thing, instead of losing all of your loot when you go into a match. Because right now, like all of these games, like you'll play as your PMC, you'll go into one of these matches, one of these 4 maps right now, to go in to get more loot, which is the main objective, to get more loot, to make your character stronger. But the objective is to just make your character stronger to get more loot again. There's no real end game challenge. And I like everything about this game, but having like a leaderboard or a ladder or something like that that you can use your loot for, instead of just taking your loot to get more loot, to take the loot you found into a competitive mode, very similar to how Destiny does it. I think that would be fascinating, and that would make this game something that would be appealing to many, many, many more people. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this premature evaluation. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe for more kind of evaluation videos like this. And yeah, thanks for watching, and game on.